Former US President Donald Trump and the Trump Organization have been ordered to pay $354 million following the conclusion of yet another civil case against him. In a previous video that I did on Donald Trump, I explained why he had to pay $83.3 million to E. Jean Carroll, whom Donald Trump was found liable to have sexually assaulted in the 1990s and then defamed her about it. So why has he been ordered to pay out yet another enormous amount of money, this time in the form of a fine? Now, this case is one of a number of civil and criminal cases that Donald Trump has been and will be facing in the upcoming months, and this case was another civil case. To explain this case in really simple terms, Donald Trump, his sons and the Trump Organization were found liable for fraudulently inflating the value of assets in statements to lenders, and in doing so it allowed the organization to receive favourable loans on the basis of those false valuations. Why is this important? Well, to give a really simple example, if you take out a mortgage company will lend you the money on the basis of the valuation of your property, and then will give you an interest rate based on your deposit and your loan to value. So the higher the loan to value, the more preferential rate you will get, and the mortgage is secured against your house, so that if you fail to make repayments, then the mortgage company can ultimately gain control of your property in order to recoup the money that has not been paid to them. If, however, you inflate the value of your property so that you say it is worth more than it actually is in order to secure that loan, then that is fraud. And whilst you might argue, and indeed Trump's lawyers did in this case, that there was no victim in the case because there was no loss and the bank still gained money in the interest from the loans that they gave, that is not what the law requires. All the law requires is that the prosecution prove that there was intentional fraud in overinflating the value of the properties, and in this case that is what the judge decided had happened. So, having previously found the Trump Organization liable, this latest case was to determine the fine that would be awarded, and also to determine how long, if at all, that Donald Trump and his sons would be banned from doing business in New York. Along with what Donald Trump had been ordered to pay, his two adult sons and co-defendants, Donald Jr. and Eric, have each been ordered to pay $4 million, and they have both been barred from doing business in New York for 2 years, and another co-defendant, Alan Weisselberg, the former chief financial officer of the Trump Organization, has been ordered to pay $1 million. And in addition to this, Mr. Trump and his organization cannot apply for loans in New York for 3 years. Now, in awarding the fine, the judge stated that the Trump Organization, complete lack of contrition and remorse borders on pathological, and that the frauds found here leap off the page and shock the conscience. Donald Trump, as he has in other legal cases that have been found against him, has reacted with fury at the decision and had previously called the case politically motivated, and has now stated that a crooked New York State judge just ruled that I have to pay a fine for $355 million for having built a perfect company. And he said, "It is a very sad day for, in my opinion, the country." This latest case is yet another expensive one for Donald Trump, who is looking at having to hand over $450 million. He is also due to stand trial in a criminal case on the 25th of March in New York over charges relating to the use of campaign finances to make hush money payments to former adult star Stormy Daniels, with whom Donald Trump is said to have had sex with. Other criminal cases that Donald Trump is facing include retaining classified documents at his Mar-a-Lago home and inciting an insurrection on the 6th of January 2020. Now, Trump had argued that he was immune from prosecution as he was president at the time, but this was rejected by the US Courts of Appeals, with the US Supreme Court now deciding whether to take up that case and hear a further appeal. As always with Donald Trump, it is a very busy time to be one of his lawyers, and there will be certainly more to follow. That's all for this video. If you do have any comments, then please drop them down below. If you did enjoy this video, then please do give it a like. And if you'd like to see more from me, then please do subscribe to my channel. Thanks for watching. Take care.